10 unique body features only 5% of people have. All people in the world are different, and each and every one is unique. And yet, some of us have rare features that occur in only a few % of humans. Do you know anybody whose bones are harder than concrete? Perhaps your eyelashes grow not in one but two lines, just like shark's teeth. In this video, you're going to get to know about some of the most unusual and mind-boggling characteristics only few people have. Some are just nice physical features, but there are those Superman himself would envy. Watch it to learn some curious facts and remember to appreciate our work with a like. Number 10. Incredibly dense bones. Studying the gene LRP5, responsible for the mineralization of bones, scientists discovered mutations which cause diseases accompanied by bone fragility. Yet there is another type of LRP5 mutation. It gives a person super dense bones that are almost impossible to break and skin that is less prone to aging. Such bones are several times tougher than those of an average person. People with such a mutation could potentially stay unharmed after a car accident. Although it sounds cool, there are drawbacks. The excessive growth of bones can result in the pressure on nerves and the brain. In the worst case, this mutation can lead to hearing loss. Another problem that can occur happened with one elderly patient. When he needed a replacement for a worn-out joint, his excessively dense bones didn't let doctors help him. Number 9. Golden blood. It's not golden in the literal sense, of course not, but it has a unique feature: it contains no antigens. On the surface of every red blood cell, people typically have about 342 antigens, 160 of which can be found in almost everybody. If a person has a lack of at least one of these antigens, their blood is rare. You can imagine how unbelievably rare is the blood of those who lack almost 100% of antigens. This feature was discovered in 1961, and up to now, only about 40 people with Rh null blood have been recorded. 9 of them are incredibly valuable donors because their blood is suitable for any recipient. Number 8. Long palmar muscle. This muscle is the legacy from our ancestors who used to climb trees. A recent study has shown that 16% of people don't have this thin tendon. It is too weak to affect your grip, and even if it is cut, it won't make any visible changes. To check if you belong to this 16% of the population, put your hand palm up on a flat surface. Touch your little finger and thumb and slightly lift them. If you see a ligament on your wrist, you are the owner of a long palmar muscle. Don't worry about it if you're not. It's useless in modern life. Unless your hobby is tree climbing, that is. Number 7. Genetic chimerism. Ancient Greek myths describe the chimera as a creature with the head and neck of a lion, the trunk of a goat, and a snake's tail. Human chimerism is an additional set of DNA. Sometimes it appears in the form of mosaic skin or heterochromia, but most often it remains unnoticed. Chimerism isn't dangerous, but it can cause family problems. There was a case when a mother almost lost her children because genetic analysis showed they weren't related. The woman needed a kidney donor, and after she and her closest relatives gave their blood samples, everybody was confused. 2 of the 3 sons born of her didn't show any biological similarities to the woman. Only after examination of the woman's hair, skin, and mucus, doctors found out that she was a chimera. She was formed from 2 mothers' eggs fertilized by 2 fathers' sperms. Later 2 embryos created as a result of it, fused into one, forming one person. Number 6. Double lash line. This is a rare genetic disorder called distichiasis. The most famous owner of double eyelashes was Hollywood star Elizabeth Taylor. Distichiasis usually doesn't bring any inconvenience. People with this unusual feature may have just several sparse hairs growing on one lid or full lines of lashes doubling the ones everybody has. Yet in some cases, the second row of eyelashes can be too close to the mucous membrane of the eye, causing irritation, sometimes very intense. Number 5. A hole near the ear. This is a congenital auricular fistula formed during fetal development, occurring in about 5% of people. In fact, in the USA, less than 1% of people have them. In Asia and some other parts of Africa, this figure is higher, from 5 to 10%. It's assumed to be an atavism, reminiscent of the fact that the ancestors of all living beings once had gills. This hole is often inherited genetically. They can be present on one or both ears. This distribution is 50-50. It can be removed surgically, but in itself, it's not dangerous. Number 4. Additional ribs. Every adult out of 500 individuals has an extra rib. While all the other people have 24, these lucky ones can have 25 or even 26 ribs in their body. Excessive ribs are more often found in women. Such ribs are also called cervical, as they're located in the cervical spine area. They grow just above the collarbone. Their sizes can be different, from just barely visible to fully grown ribs. In most cases, they don't affect the health and well-being of a person, but sometimes they can reach impressive sizes and cause discomfort. They may compress nerves and blood vessels, which can result in shoulder and neck pains and even loss of feeling in the limbs. Number 3. Ability to perceive invisible colors. Another feature that's more commonly found in women is tetrachromacy, the ability to distinguish shades much better than ordinary people do. With a dandelion, we describe its color as yellow. A tetrachromatic person will see a whole range of shades. This condition is caused by the mutations in the X chromosome. This difference allows people to see up to 99 million colors, while an ordinary person perceives no more than 1 million. The favorite color of such people is often white. All other colors may seem a bit too overwhelming for them. An artist from Australia captures how she perceives the world in her pictures. Where most people will see only gray, Conchetta Antico notices orange, yellow, blue, green. Her pictures are like a mosaic of beautiful colors. This mutation is, in fact, more common than we think. As much as 12% of the female population have it, though only a small part of all these women can enjoy it. Number 2. Small need for sleep. These people can fully restore strength twice as fast as most of us. Among such lucky ones were Margaret Thatcher, Salvador Dali, Winston Churchill, and Nikola Tesla. It's not just about the right sleep regimen. The DEC2 gene is a small mutation found in low-sleep people. Scientists from the University of California came to the conclusion that people with the DEC2 mutation can perform all the same tasks in less time. Can you imagine? Having just 4 hours of sleep daily, you will get 60 days of free time a year. Short sleepers don't feel tired or lethargic. They never sleep in. Typical time for waking up is 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. These people are, as a rule, very energetic and optimistic. Number 1. Impossibility of cholesterol growth. There's an extremely small group of lucky people who can eat almost anything without worrying about cholesterol. Their risk of developing heart disease is reduced by as much as 90%. While an average American is straining to reach a perfect result of less than 100 milligrams of bad cholesterol per deciliter of blood, people with this mutation have about 15. The reason is they don't have enough working copies of the PCSK9 gene. Pharmaceutical companies decided to take advantage of this and began creating a drug that would block PCSK9. Have you got any of these amazing features? Perhaps your friends or relatives do. Write to us in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button. The more likes this video gets, the more people will be able to watch it. If we see 15,000 likes, we will tell you about the most incredible things the human body is capable of. Don't miss anything cool and exciting. Subscribe to our channel to stay on the bright side with us.